Now you observe carefully the front view of male reproductive system. The front view. In that front view, first you draw related to testis. One pair of testis is there. One pair of testis. In this testis, normally it is present inside the scrotal sacs. This is the scrotal sacs. Inside the scrotal sacs, it is present. This is the scrotal sac. This is the testis. From testis, it arises some accessory duct. It arises some accessory duct, and this accessory duct, this is the accessory duct. This accessory duct we call as vas deferens. This is we call as vasa differentia or vas deferens center. In this vas deferens, towards this particular manner, it will connected with one among these here. Here only draw related to urinary bladder. Here you draw urinary bladder. This is the urinary bladder. From this urinary bladder, here urinary bladder, here only, here it arises, that is seminal vesicle, one pair of seminal vesicle, So, in this seminal vesicles, that whatever vas deferens we said, it connected with the seminal vesicle. That particular duct and all. Actually, it is a double line dog. It is present, double line one. So this is the seminal vesicle. This seminal vesicle, this is the vas deferens in double line, vas deferens. In this particular part, we call as urethra. This is the urinary bladder, this is the ureters, which are present, ureter. This is the urethra. That part we call as urethra. In this urethra, then this is the ejaculatory duct. So, from seminal vesicle, whatever the tube which connected to the urethra, that part we call as ejaculatory duct. In that ejaculatory duct, it continues as this one, that membranous urethra. In this one, the membranous urethra. It is related to the membranous urethra. This is we call as membranous urethra. that membranous urethra, wherever membranous urethra, it will observe it here, the specific area, wherever in the green color, wherever it is present in green, that is we call as prostate gland. This is regarded as prostate gland. Below the prostate gland, one pair of, that is one pair of bulbourethral glands are present. Bulbourethral gland, the red color which represent bulbourethral gland. Then this is the pineal urethra. It related to the pineal cord. This is the pineal cord. The axillary end we call as glans penis. This is the urethral meatus. This is regarded as the glans penis. It covered the skin. This is the penis. This is the pineal, that is the pineal urethra. This is regarded as glans penis, that is the urethral orifice or urinogenital duct and all. That is regarded as urinogenital duct and all. This is the urinogenital duct. Here remember, in the human male and urethra, it passes not only that semen, not only that plasma, that is the seminal plasma and all, but also it also ready to passes along with urine also. That's a common urinogenital tract and all. It is a common urinogenital tract and all. So like this, it is connected toward this one. But in between testis as well as scrotum sacs, in between testis and scrotum sacs, there is certain glands. Spermatic cords are present. What is the name of that spermatic cords which hold perfect position and all? There is a gubernaculum. This one, it represents gubernaculum. So this is the diagrammatic view. Now you observe very carefully. This is the testis which are present below the abdominal region and all. These are scrotal sacs and all. Due to presence of this one, it reduces the temperature to 2.5 degrees and all. From these testes, one among these particular that male axillary ductus, there is a vas difference and it arises and continues along with that inguinal canal. So it separates from scrotal sacs towards the inguinal canal and attached to the seminal ejaculatory duct, which are connected to the seminal vesicle and all. There only in green color only one prostate gland. Due to presence of prostate one, this type of urethra, whatever the urethra which are present here, this is the prostatic urethra, the urethra which passes along with the prostate gland, we call as prostatic urethra and all. Then below this one, that specific one pair of bulbourethral and Cowper's gland, whatever accessory glands which secretes that seminal plasma, it inserted towards the urethra. Here, the urethra, how many different types of urethra present? In this particular area, prostatic urethra. This is we call as membranous urethra. Prostatic urethra only passes urine. membranous urethra along with the urine, it is also passes the seminal plasma. Then perineal urethra, both urine as well as seminal plasma. Then this is the glans penis, it covered with one skin, that is we call as foreskin or perpuse. Foreskin or perpuse. This is the last part we call as urethral meatus, it open urethral orifice. Inside this one, urethral sphincters are present, both interior as well as exterior. With the help of this sphincter, it is a voluntary action and all. So it is the front view of that human male reproductive system and all. If you observe that a particular LS, longitudinal section of the one particular testis and all, it is the front view. This diagram represents that is the in front view of the human male reproductive system and all. Then in that longitudinal section, if we observe LS of testis, with the help of this LS of testis, we must know about that all, whatever the parts, whatever that male axillary ductus, everything it is visible clearly and all. In that male axillary ductus, it is normally each and every testis it covered with 3 membranes and all. That is tunica vaginalis, outermost membrane, the middle one, the tunica albuginea, the last one, tunica vasculosa. What is the outermost layer under? Tunica vaginalis. So this is the outermost layer, tunica vaginalis. This is the tunica vaginalis. This is tunica vaginalis. Then the second layer which are present tunica albuginea. It is present tunica albuginea. From here it comes tunica albuginea. All along with this one, it is present tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea up to here. This is tunica albuginea. It represents tunica albuginea. Then the third one, it is present tunica vasculosa. It represents tunica vasculosa. Along with this one, it is present tunica vasculosa. This is the last one, tunica vasculosa. This is tunica vasculosa. That is single layer, tunica vasculosa, it is present. The tunica vasculosa. In this one, it is in this tunica vasculosa, there is lobules. Each and every testis, it has present 250 lobules are present. What we call as that lobules? Testicular lobules. 250 lobules are present. That is each and every testis, it has present testicular lobules. So these are testicular lobules. These represent testicular lobules. It is present averagely 250 testicular lobule syndrome. So, but testicle septa, wherever the gaps are present, that is we call as testicular, that is we call as testicular septa and all. That it is called as testicular septa, which are called as testicular septa. This particular parts it represents it represents testicular lobules. Testicular lobules, 250 testicular lobules are present. Here only little bit tunica vaginalis part also it is present, or along with this one little amount. Whatever inner layer, this layer we call as tunica vasculosa. This part tunica albuziniana. That particular part we call as tunica albuziniana. Then testicular lobules, and each and every testicular lobule it contains seminiferous tubules are present. There will be present seminiferous tubules. 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubules are present. The green color represents 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubules. It is present. These are 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubules. In these seminiferous tubules, one side it will be closed, other side it will open in the form of the ductus recti. It is present. There is a seminiferous tubules. Whatever that green represent seminiferous tubules. Each and every testicular lobule, 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubule. How many number of testicular lobules are present? That will be present 250 testicular lobules. Averagely, each and every testis is present 250 testicular lobules. Each and every lobule, it will be present. It is 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubules are present. One end it will be present. Then oppositely, it is present. Then related to epididymis, it is present epididymis. In this epididymis, this is the epididymis. This particular part, it represents, we call as epididymis. This part represents epididymis. That part represents epididymis. In that anterior part, corpus, posterior part, caudal, middle part, corpus center. This is the carpet, corpus, caudal. Like this part is present. Then this seminiferous tubule, with the help of ductus recti and all get together, it forms into the reed testis and all get together, it forms into the reed testis. All get together here, up to here, it will be present. Up to here it is present under wherever it will be present. Wherever it will be present, this whatever the parts here all these one get together to form into the reed testis. Then it forms into the, it collectively form into the reed testis and all. This particular part we call as a reed testis. These reed testis, the ductulus part, it connected vas efferentia. This is vas efferentia, that is related to vas efferentia. In that vas efferentia, inner there will be curved it will be present and all. That is the epididymis, it is connected towards this one, the convoluted part. The curved part which continues as this one. This is vas efferentia. This is the caput epididymis. In that middle corpus epididymis, the last one, that is the caudal epididymis. But what is the function of epididymis? Epididymis, it stores temporarily the male gametes. It temporarily stores male gamete, epididymis. In this one, it arises, that is vas deferens or vasa differentia. It arises vasa differentia. So here you remember, you observe carefully, related to observe carefully here. What is the outermost? Based on this diagrammatically, you observe in this LS of testis, outermost layer tunica vaginalis, the middle layer tunica albuginea, inner layer tunica vasculosa. This is the inner, we call as tunica vasculosa. That particular part we call as tunica vasculosa. Each and every testis, it will be present related to 250 testicular lobules and all. Each and every testicular lobule, 1 to 3 seminiferous tubule. One side seminiferous tubule, it must be closest. Another side, it continues as this one, ductus recti. Along with this, all ductus recti collectively to form into the reed testis. This collectively we call as green color reed testis and all. This reed testis, it arises that particular ciliated ductulus vas efferentia, it arises. This is vas efferentia. Vas efferentia is a connecting link between reed testis as well as epididymis. So it is most important. What is the connecting link between that particular part of testis related to vas efferentia? It a connecting link between the reed testis as well as the epididymis and all. Towards that epididymis, the gametes, it will be traveling all along with one more ductus that is related to vas deferens. Towards the inguinal canal, it enter into the urethra, that means male genital tract and all. So these are why, because inside the seminiferous tubule only the production of gametes. This production of gametes, it must be traveling seminiferous tubule to reed testis to vas efferentia to epididymis, epididymis to the vas deferens to the urethra to the ejaculatory duct to the urethral meatus, then it ejaculate outside the body surface. So these male axillary ductus. It shows male axillary ductus center. It shows how gametes, male gametes, traveling from seminiferous tubule to the urethral meatus and all. So this is the linked part and all. So, okay. So remaining we discuss in next class. Now you observe very clearly, the diagrammatically, this is the front view. Related to it is the front view of male reproductive system. In that too, one pair of testis is present under. In this testis, it located inside the scrotal sacs. Inside the scrotal sacs, it must be present, it must be hold up one spermatic cord. That is the name of the spermatic cord we call as gubernaculum. With the help of gubernaculum, it hold up this one. Then this scrotal sacs, it will be along with inguinal canal. Along with inguinal canal, one ductus, it will be arises. What is the name of the ductus? Already we said, inside seminiferous tubule as well as rate testis, vas efferentia, then that is the vas efferentia, that is epididymis. Whatever this part we call as epididymis, that is in this epididymis, towards the epididymis, vas deferens to the ejaculatory duct, which are connected to the seminal vesicles and the ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct connected to the urethra. So beyond this urethra, it represents prostatic urethra. This prostatic urethra, it passes only urine. Why? Because it is present towards the urethral. There is a prostatic gland and all. That's why it is called as only it passes urine only. Then below this one, that is one pair of bulbourethral as well as Cowper's gland. Otherwise we call it as Cowper's gland and all. Then that membranous urethra. This is below this one. Whatever the urethra is present, it is membranous. This is the prostatic urethra. This is the membranous urethra. What is the difference? Prostatic urethra passes only urine. Membranous urethra, it passes along with the urine. It is also seminal plasma. Then the urethra. Normally, the urethra in human male nearly 20 centimeters length and all, whereas female it will present very less and all. Then along with the penis, that's why we call it as penial urethra, and at the end with the urethral meatus or urethral orifice. Then this is the external genitalia related to penis and all. Then in this penis, it is covered with two muscular substances, that is the corpora cavernosa 2, which are present in dorsal, and corpus spongiosum, only one, which are present in lateral side. The frontal of this particular penis part we call as a glans penis. This is we call as glans penis. Then it covered with one skin. What is the name of that skin? Foreskin or perpusae. What is another name? Perpusae. If you observe in a detailed manner, only one longitudinal section of the testis. Longitudinal section of the testis in almost all type of the mammals and all. Each and every testis, it is covered with three membranes. The outermost membrane, tunica vaginalis. Outermost membrane is the tunica vaginalis. Then second membrane, tunica albuginea. This membrane we call as tunica albuginea. Then the third membrane we call as the tunica vasculosa. Tunica vasculosa. Then each and every testis is present. 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules are present inside the green color. Like 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3 seminiferous tubules are present. One side of seminiferous tubule, it closes. Another side, it arises, it forms into the small ductus. And all these ductus of these seminiferous tubules, collectively it forms into the duct. That is, it forms into the all these network like that structure, all this green color, that is we call it as reed testis. So, which part of testis it arises? Reed testis. That means from seminiferous tubules. All get together seminiferous tubule. That one among the end, it forms into the reed testis. All reed testis it is connected with the epididymis. From where it connected with epididymis? How right testis connected to epididymis with the help of ductulus, that ciliated vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia. For example, if it is blacked vasa efferentia, what happened? Unable to transfer male gametes from right testis to related to epididymis or vas deferens and all. Then after vas efferentia, it connected related to that particular epididymis. What among the epididymis? The frontal part, anterior part we call as caput epididymis. Then middle part we call as carpus epididymis. That last ending part we call as caudal epididymis. What is the important role of epididymis? Epididymis to store the male gametes temporarily and nourishes. Maximum it is stored temporarily and further development also it takes place. So temporarily it is stored. Which ductus or which axillary duct temporarily storaging of male gametes and all, they give many different options. Then you choose the epididymis, all either caput, corpus, caudal. But which part of the epididymis it arises vas deferens? That means caudal epididymis it arises to that particular vas differentia or vas deferens and all. So from where vas deferens arises? Caudal epididymis vas deferens arises. Then it all along with it connected with the ejaculatory duct. Here already shown. This is the vas deferens. The vas deferens connected to the ejaculatory duct to the urethra, that urethra to the urethral membranous urethra, then veneal urethra, then urethral meatus, like that it elongated, then it excreted, then it ejaculated. Then the frontal portion of this veneal part we call as glans penis, it covered with the skin, that is we call as perpussae or foreskin and all. Okay, remaining discuss it next class.